What's up, Cycle Drag Universe? I am pumped up for this video. Welcome to Lexington, Ohio. Welcome to the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Complex. And here's the important thing. Welcome to AMA Vintage Days. This place is absolutely loaded with all different forms of motorcycles. Now, I have heard so much about this event, and shame on me. I'm a Pittsburgh native, only a 3-hour drive away, but I've never been here. This is gonna be my first time. It's always overlapped with a race, but this year I made it a priority, and I'll tell you from the outside, this place is jam-packed. I know we're gonna see some racing. I know there's a huge swap meet. You can find your dream bike here. You can find some deals. You can find some parts. Who knows what you can find? I know a lot of you are better experts than me, but sit back, relax, and let me be your tour guide. Let's see what we can find here at AMA Vintage Days. Now, before you even get in, take a look at this. Big motocross race going on, and this place is packed. All right, guys, so got my ticket, 60 bucks will get you in on Saturday, and people just keep on rolling in. Wow. Of course, a lot of riders as well. Look at this mass of motorcycles. Oh my goodness. Look at all the people lined up on the hill as far as you can see, and look at all the pit bikes. And what in the world is that? Do I see a jet ski? Look at all these pit bikes. Look at this. Wow. What a festival. Right off the bat, here's what's cool. How many times have we been to different events where they either prohibit or discourage pit bikes? Here they encourage them. This is so spread out that they tell you to bring your pit bike, and we're seeing all different forms. Dirt bikes, vintage bikes, scooters. Wow. Just be careful. Just be careful, boys. All right, somebody's gonna accuse me of being a dad again, but would I like to see helmets? Yeah, I would like to see helmets. You know I'm always for that. It's okay, just be safe. Hey, speaking of being a dad, my dad is here. My godfather's also here. I gotta find them. 2 enthusiasts. Can't wait to meet up with them. We better watch though. We might spend some money here. In this mass of humanity.
I love spoked wheels.
I know people wait all year for this, and they come from far and wide. What'd you say, sir? You watched.
What's up, Cycle Drag?
Well, you found me at the right place. Oh,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Oh, let me not give you my ticket here. I think I got one more. Yes, I do.
Awesome.
Short
Thank
supply.
you.
Where you guys from?
We're from the area. We're local.
How you loving this craziness?
Oh, I love it, man. I come every year.
You guys enjoy.
Appreciate it, man.
Look at this army of pit bikes that we are holding up. My goodness. Shout! Thanks for your hard work, guys. Thanks for your hard work. Wow. There it is. There it is. There it is. I almost gave him my $60 ticket instead of a Cycle Drag decal. That wouldn't have went well. But this is gonna be a fun video. I appreciate the love already. Like I've told you in other videos, sometimes I look at these views on YouTube, Facebook, and I think they're made up, it's not real, but clearly people are watching. Watch out for Hondas. This place is nuts. Oh, I hear sport bikes. We got scooters, we got vintage machines over here. We got some pit bikes. Oh my gosh. I know what this is. I think I know what this is. This is Ohio's version of Daytona Bike Week. We might not have the ocean, but we got green grass, we got racing tracks. Everybody's making sandwiches. It's lunchtime. Yes, it is. Good move, guys. You're trying to sell something?
Oh, yeah. 800 miles.
How much you asking? 3,500. You will find a deal here, guys.
Title.
1993, and he's got a title. Good luck. Wait, you're filming me? I'm supposed to film you. How you doing? Good to see you.
I watched you on YouTube.
And you made it clear this one is not for sale, so thank you. I knew this was big. I've heard a lot about it. I didn't expect this many motorcycles. Unbelievable. All different generations, and street bikes, dirt bikes. Here's the old school KH500. Here's something we like. Here's a Kawasaki LTD 1000. You know we love that. Down here, old school Can-Am dirt bike. Watch out, don't get run over by a golf cart. The Honda Mini Trails, very, very popular. You know that we'll see so many of those, and my goodness, Pit Bike Mania is running wild. And check it out, loaded up in the back of the truck. Sir, did you buy it, or are you taking it home because it's yours?
I'm buying it.
You bought it, right? Which one did you get? This KE 125?
No, this is a driver.
And you
Bought and bought.
That is so cool. Well, you did well. And
Thank you.
your lovely wife is still with you, so I imagine you didn't spend that much money. Good job. Here we go. Tons of pit bikes. Tons of pit bikes. So much for sale. We're just scratching the surface. $1,500 here, clean Ohio title. What is it? Old school Suzuki GS. Yeah, I'm probably preaching to the choir because according to YouTube, I think 90% of my audience is male, but if you are a wife who does not want your husband to spend a lot of money, you might want to watch if he comes here alone because it might be time. Unless you got a super cool wife who encourages motorcycles, that's always good. Good to see you guys having fun. Big family event here. This is awesome. So I got to ask the ladies up here, do you worry about your man maybe spending too much money or is it okay?
Always, right?
Always? I mean, this is like you going to Louis Vuitton, going to Tiffany's.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Do they have a budget? These guys are like, have we bought anything yet, guys?
There's no budget ever.
I like it. There we go. I'm going to get out of here before I get you in trouble, but thank you guys so much. We do appreciate it. How about this, guys? This is a CR125. He's saying $2,000 cash, OBO. A lot of things OBO and negotiable as well. How about a 2004 DR200 for sale, $2,500. Over here we got a KLX that is for sale. KTM adventure bike, Harleys. Guys, this really does remind me of Daytona because have you ever seen a more eclectic mix of bikes? Vintage, modern, street, adventure, trail, a little bit of something for everybody. And oh, look at this old Yamaha. I love this. We're seeing more and more vintage dirt bikes, more guys restoring them. This is a 1983. He's asking $1,800. I had an 84. If it was an 84, I might be taking it home with me. Shout out to these guys having a good time. And again, the mass of humanity just continues to roll down. We're not even really in the racing facility yet. We're not even in the swamp meet area yet. This is nuts, guys. Take a look at this. How about a CSR 650 Kawasaki? Amazing. Look at the pit riders, guys. Pit riders. Oh my gosh. What a cornucopia this event is. It's a little bit of everything. Reminds me a lot of the amateur motocross races. If you grew up there like I did, the dirt roads that they have to water. It's also a swap meet. It's also a race. It's also golf cart rentals. You know, a lot of people are going to have to get those. They don't have a pit bike. $675 for the 6-seater, correct? For $675. So they're getting good money, but remember, it's about supply and demand. A lot of people can't do the walking around here. Now, you know what I say, before I spent $675 on a weekend golf cart rental, I'd probably go find a motorcycle for $1,000 or $1,500 and buy it. Look at these old vintage Yamahas, very, very cool. A lot of couples taking this in together. So throughout this video, if you know anything about this event, if you see any bikes that you have, or if you know anything about, leave that in the comments. Here's the biggest question, yes or no, will I be able to find my father and godfather? I'm starting to lose faith because, like I said, I'm barely in the complex and this place is slammed. Way bigger than I thought. All you people that told me I should have been here 5 years ago, yeah, you guys were right. I don't know that a day is gonna be enough. Look at this, look at behind me, look at all these trailers. This is the swap meet area. I can see the racetrack down below. We got a lot to see. We'll try to take you on a tour as much as we can. Look at all these parts, wow. Ah, and look who I found. Here's some smart guys, well dressed, I may say. How you doing?
How are you?
I see you brought some shades. Smart.
Hey, man.
Godfather Mert, how you doing, man? Good to see you. What do you think of this? I mean, where do we begin?
Blown away. Blown away.
Blown away like this canopy. Thank goodness we brought it. It's hot too. It's hot for Ohio. Man, I can't wait to tackle this swap meet area.
A lot of times you can come right here.
Shade is essential today. Good move over here. And as you can see, a lot of people make this a multi-day camping excursion. Like I said, it feels a lot like the pits of a motocross race. Well, guys, we are about to enter the vintage motorcycle swap meet. Let's see what we can find here. Told you you'll see everything. There's a 1981 XR80. You can take this one home for $900. Wait a minute, let me take a second look at that though. He says 1981, frame tag says 77. What year did you say yours is, Dad?
Mine's a 76.
It's a 77 according to the frame tag. $1,000 for this old school Honda 70. Pretty penny in that condition, but collectability is going up. We got a 2010 Harley Davidson Custom, $5,000 he's saying for this one. Murd, we got to ask our resident BMW expert, 1977 BMW R8070. He's asking what, $4,500, good deal, bad deal?
Good deal, but not a great deal.
Not middle of the road. We're seeing a lot of that. That's the one thing, guys. You come to a swap meet like this, you better believe everybody knows what they have. But there's also a lot of competition. So based on that, cash talks, especially if somebody has traveled from a far distance, they may not want to take something home. We'll see. Cash talks, I know that, just like in everything. Look at all these parts, wow. Old school Honda CB. Not Merc, could you say that again?
This is like the Sturgis of Ohio.
I agree, it sure is. Good to see you guys. If you guys follow this channel, you know I take you to Mecum Auction where bikes are cherry restored, and you may ask, where does everybody find their parts? Well, this could be one location to source parts because you never know what you're gonna find here. Look at this array of fenders. Look at this selection of seats over here. Tanks, parts bikes, a little bit of something for everybody. Wow. Lots of projects, oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we found the fourth best looking guy today, Smoking Joe Molyneux. How you doing, Smoking Joe?
Good, how are you?
Smoking Joe, I'm doing great. We're overwhelmed. How would you describe this to somebody who's never been here?
I don't know, I'm like overwhelmed. I've never seen so much
I don't know how we're gonna get through
people
this.
or bikes in such a not a smaller.
Look at all these odds and ends, side covers, fenders, carburetors, front ends. Now I am so glad I have been through an extensive restoration. If you follow this channel, you saw what we did to my KZ, and the reason is I love it. I love my bike. I don't think I'm ready for a project of this magnitude. Don't have the skill, have the know-how, have a good work ethic, but anybody who's ever tried this will tell you how much work it really is. Can you imagine the hours there to make that what you want it to be? Nonetheless, somebody out there can do it. We know that. Nice bike, sir. What'd you say?
I seen you on the internet.
Well,
you're cool as shit. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And you are on it right now. What year's this Triumph? You got it, man. Enjoy. You too.
Sorry?
That's stock.
There's a whole lot that's not.
Wow. You know, like most motorcycle events I go to, this is all about passion. This is about the love of two wheels, and this is a reminder of just how many motorcycle fans and enthusiasts there are out there. I think sometimes we forget how many there are. Truly amazing. Oh, I just saw a KZ1000 police bike. Got to show you. So take you back to Chips, guys. For sale, KZ1000 police bike. This one, $3,500 or best offer. My man over here looks like he might have just bought a project, or are you selling it?
Just bought it, taking it apart to get it home.
Okay, what is it?
It's a 125 Bultaco Libido. I'm building a little cool little bike for my son.
Very cool. Well, you enjoy, man. We can't wait to see it when it's all done.
All right, thanks a lot, man.
Here's some iconic two-strokes that we love. This is the Yamaha RD Daytona Special, and then here it is the legendary Yamaha RZ350, the Kenny Roberts bike. Not the Kenny Rogers bike, but sometimes it's called that. This one's selling for $10,500. What are they asking for Kenny Roberts? $12,500. $12,500, not too bad. Let me know what you think. Keep in mind, guys, as we told you at Mecum and elsewhere, the vintage Japanese market is just red hot. Now, because of that, I do think that some people are getting Fantasia out there. Remember, what you see a bike go for at Mecum, one that's been carefully inspected, one that's in front of a worldwide audience, isn't necessarily what you're gonna get here at Mid-Ohio on a weekend in the Stones. So I think some guys are shooting a little too high, but I've also had a seller tell me he likes listing it about 20% higher because he knows he's gonna get lowballed to begin with.
Very liberally here.
What'd you find there, Smoking Joe?
QA50. This was the first motorcycle I ever had when I was 5 years old. I had one and circled the planet about 16 times on it.
Do you have one?
I do. I have a really nice one. In fact, I use it as a pit bike when I go racing. But
1,000 $550. What do you think about that price?
I think if people are willing to pay it, mine's worth a lot more than that, because it's the one that I have is all original and it's almost showroom condition.
1978 CR125 Elsinore, very collectible motorcycle. Nice selection of collectible dirt bikes. We're seeing this more and more too. Like I said, guys, a lot of guys restoring the dirt bikes. It's all about nostalgia. It's all about what you had as a kid, what maybe you couldn't afford it then that you can't afford now. Very, very cool to see these bikes live on.
Went back in the 70s.
Is this a PK racer, you said, sir?
Yeah,
Very
right
rare.
here, look, it's PK. PK made bicycles back in the day. They also made XR75 monoshock frames before the monoshock.
What year?
It would be for the 73, 76 XR75.
There it is, guys.
They made the monoshock before monoshock.
How about that? They made the monoshock before monoshock. It was a PK racer. Super rare. Selling it or keeping it?
Its keeper, Dave Miller from Dave Miller Concepts, did the restoration on the frame. And then a friend of mine in Florida built it out of a Honda 100. So it's got CDI, bone stock, reliable. It's got the newer, so it's not the original racer, but it is the original frame. So it can't.
You guys might call me a wuss too. Maybe I'm getting old, but I see all this dirt and these stones. I gotta tell you, as pretty as my KZ is right now, the work we did cleaning it, I don't think I'd want to bring it here. I'd bring my KX250 here. I'd bring my 2014 Suzuki Hayabusa here. It's pretty easy to clean, but I don't think I'd want my KZ in the dirt. Look at this, toys, headlight buckets, CB parts, so much. Some of these guys have been in this market forever too, going to all these different swap meets. Look at all this cool memorabilia. Even jeans, he's selling jeans. Never, like I said, you never know what you'll see. Smoking Joe's lathering up. What do we got, SPF 50?
Hey,
Smart man. You know what, I got the Florida tan going, but I gotta say, even as a Florida boy, it's hot today in Ohio.
Oh yeah, us Ohio guys will light on fire if you set us in the sun too long.
Here we got the KH500, 1976. Does have a title, but it says with title question mark. It's got the title, he says. All right, $6,000. Here you go. And then over here we got the Yamaha XT. Has a title as well. Sleds? You even see sleds here. How about that? Hey, and I want to know, do the ladies love Mid-Ohio as well?
We love Mid-Ohio.
Are you-
We're having a great time.
Are you guys riders?
Yeah.
Very cool. What do you ride?
I have a Pook and I have a General 5-star.
Excellent. Well, you enjoy. It doesn't get much better than this, does it? No, it
It's
doesn't.
amazing. Thank
Cold
you.
drink, hot sun, tons of motorcycles. 1980 KZ 650. These bikes creeping up as well, asking $3,900. Well, I know these go off a two-stroke. Almost thought Kawasaki for a second, but no, these are the GT 550. Smoking Joe, would you ever own a Suzuki two-stroke? Do you like them as well? You're strictly a cowboy.
I like them, but I'm definitely a Kawasaki guy.
He's a cowboy. We like them all. 1976 Goldwing GL1000 LTD. He's got this one listed for $3,700. All kind of different club members here. Naked Goldwings. They've got their clothes on, no good deal. Good to see you guys, all the different little niches. And then, like I said, if you'd like a more extensive project, we've got every different taste of project here, don't we? From barn finds to ones that you're gonna have to do a whole frame off on. And there's a scary machine. How you doing on that three-wheeler? Be careful on those things. They're a lot of fun though, that's for sure. The three-wheel Yamaha. Seeing it all. We're hunting for triple parts here too. I swear I saw an H2 engine earlier. We're trying to locate it here for Smoking Joe. If we can find it, but trying to go back to it, we're not exactly sure where it is. Here's the legendary CB. Let's see what this bike's going for right here. He's got it listed for $4,000 with no title. And then over here, I believe it's a 1976 Kawasaki KZ900 LTD. What do you think the asking price is here? Remember, everything going up, $7,500. What do we have here? H1? H1 Smoking Joe?
Yeah,
What year? 1970. So the asking price, he was asking 35. He's down to 32. What are your thoughts on 32 for a bike in that condition?
I don't know. I guess it depends if the motor turns over and the gas tank's clean, but
It depends on a
You know,
lot.
I've seen people restore a lot worse. So
You can
depends on
restore.
how ambitious you are. I'm not that ambitious, but somebody else maybe.
Well, I agree that. I also feel like it's got to be priced accordingly. That some guys, I mean, you just got to look at the condition. I know it's a collectible motorcycle, but $3,500 when you're talking every nut and bolt of this thing's going to have to come out. Well, be careful here. We're going to attempt to drink and ride a motor. Be careful here. Don't spill your beer.
I'm not drinking yet.
They're not drinking yet. Doesn't count. Oh, and I found an Icon, but it's tucked away. It might not be for sale. You'll know what I'm talking about when I show you. Not just any H2. This is the original 1972 Kawasaki H2 750 Widowmaker. That is the livery that it came with. Looks to be fairly original. I do not see a for sale sign though, so I'm betting this is somebody's pride and joy. Denko chambers on it. Nice bike. As the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase once famously said, everybody's got a price. I'm sure everything's for sale at a certain point, but if you don't see a for sale sticker, you know, it's somebody's baby. Speaking of somebody's baby, you called me over. We got some cool bikes over here, sir. What is your name?
My name's Paul.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
New York.
New York. All right, what do we got here?
We got some XR80s. We got a JT1 Yami right there, first year.
Very cool.
Lights XL 125 here.
How many years have you been coming to this event?
10 years.
10 years. Let me ask you this. As a vendor, we know it's expensive to get here, to display, the gas money, everything. Does it end up being worth your while?
It doesn't matter what it costs because it's so much fun to be here.
Well said. Check it out, Trials bike. Wow.
How you made, Fantic, baby.
That's one of the coolest pit bikes ever. Did you just buy it or are you selling it?
Selling it. Don't want to get rid of it. I think I might have to fight Pops when I get to the 10.
Very cool. So much old school. Gotta love it. So many riders too. This is interesting too. It's the ultimate garage sale. Look at this. $5 a part on this trailer. Anything. And he did make it clear, if you ask how much it'll be, it goes up to $10. But right now, $5 a part. You just have to sort through it and figure out what you got. I see some gas tanks. I see some fenders. That front fender could maybe fit on my 2002 KX250. I'm betting no though. A lot of cables. What else do we got? Headlight buckets, brake components, hardware. You really have to know exactly what you're looking for. Over here we have a chain guard. You just have to have a good eye and know what will fit your bike. We even have transmissions back there. Check us out, some old school Hondas, these so collectible. Oh, not a bad deal at all, guys. 1971 Honda CB450 1700 with title and runs. That could be me. This video could be dangerous for me, but you know, I feel like I already own too many motorcycles already. But boy, there's a few here I'd like to have, including that KTM. That might be next on the bucket list for a trail rider. Look at all the tanks. Very cool. And guys, I have some advice. If you see something, act fast. Smoking Joe, I got good news and bad news. I found the gentleman selling the H2 engine. Looks like we missed it by about 10 minutes. What did it sell for, sir?
The exceptional deal of $400.
$400, and it was a H2 engine. Didn't have carburetors or anything, but 73. It was enough.
Restoration.
Yes, it was. Well, thank you. We just missed it. Thank you. Gosh.
Respect.
Got to act fast. Got to have cash in your pocket. Sorry about that, Joe. We'll see if we can go find Dad and Godfather again. Well, Smoking Joe, man, I'm sorry we missed out on it, but as you said, too, $400, and even if the transmission was salvageable, good deal.
Easily, yeah.
What have I learned? Better have cash in hand and be ready to pull the trigger, huh? Shame on me. We're gonna find some. It's gonna give us some good karma. We'll find some good parts. We got the Honda CB Super Sport 754 advertised for $2,200 with title. Look at all this too. Talking about odds and ends, throwback boots, even look at vintage chemicals, things you'd buy at the auto parts back in the 80s for sale. Helmets, tank, everything. A lot of projects here as well. A lot of people enjoying the shopping. This man's offering free beer with a $5 purchase of a koozie. Good deal. We're filling up with gas on this old school Suzuki. Very cool. What's going on? Big selection of hardware too. Kind of different odds and ends. We've got everything here. Tie downs, fittings. Some more two-stroke parts, S2, S3, and look at this, guys. A 1974 Kawasaki H2 750. He's grinning, thumbs up, he loves it. And what I love about this guy, you want to talk about a rider, I'm gonna make all you collectors absolutely pass out. We might even make Smokin' Joe pass out. Come here, Smokin' Joe. I want to see, you're gonna break out in a sweat when you see this. Dirt.
I like them all.
Dirt all over the exhaust, but you know, not good for collectability, but you gotta love the hard-nosed attitude. He's a rider, huh?
It's got a little battery acid on it. That's real common with them.
It's a rider. And again, the asking price is $13,500 he wants for this beauty. A real rider though. He's enjoying it, and that's what these motorcycles were made to do. They were made to be enjoyed. I don't want to be morbid. I don't want to be pessimistic. You know, I'm a collector. I told you before, I don't want to get my KZ dirty, but if you think about it, we're not going to live forever, right? I mean, we can't take them with us. We need to ride them. Don't hide them, ride them. Now, does that mean you're going to bring one of your finally restored babies in the dirt and stones?
Hey, if you really want to get scared, that guy right there has got a 72 and it's green metal flake.
Oh, that's okay. Hey,
Back in the day,
whatever you like. And just remember this, it's hard to put a value on the way you feel and the enjoyment you feel when you get behind the handlebars. That's what it's all about. I heard rich guys tell me that. I heard CEOs tell me that. It's all about how you feel. Yeah, Joe, as you were just telling me, you deal with this from the drag bike world. A lot of guys are anti-drag bike racing when it comes to these bikes. They're like, don't race those on a drag strip, right? Preserve them.
I've definitely gotten some flack about my 73, but I don't know. I'm not big on garage queens. I like to use my stuff, you know?
Well, I'll tell you this, having just went to Jay Leno's garage, a video that you can check out right here on Cycle Drag YouTube, every motorcycle, including a 1924 Ace, as a battery tender and is ready to go for a ride at any given time. So there's a man with unlimited funds and he's doing what he wants. So maybe there's a lesson to be learned there. Do what you want with the bike. We like to keep them nice. We like to shine them up, but if you really want to ride it, have some fun. Let's see, we got a special treat here. Is there anybody ready for some music? First kick. I wish you guys could smell this. Sir, it sounds great. I gotta ask you, how much fun is this thing to ride out on the road?
It's a good time.
Probably hard to put a value on how much fun it is, huh? The vintage riding experience, something that everybody out there should give a try to, because it's something I really appreciate. And a classic like this, boy, they don't make them like this anymore. Widowmaker. Wow, it idles well too. Look at this idle. Joe, as a two-stroke aficionado, I think it's safe to say he's got the jetting on, huh?
Sounds pretty good.
I mean, it's rare to hear them idle that smoothly. That means you got everything working in unison. Nice work.
Thank you.
What's been the hardest part of maintaining one of these?
He'd know better than me.
Adjusting the valves?
Yeah, that's it. Right.
That's true. Cam timing is very tough on these motorcycles.
Yeah.
How about it, guys? It is the Widowmaker. It is beautiful. Hey, you're never gonna believe, I don't want to throw salt in his wound. We just missed a set of cases and an engine for like 350 bucks.
For you? Yep. It's my luck.
It's all right. We're gonna try to find something today. You don't have any cases, do you?
I don't.
Getting harder to find. What a beautiful bike, though. Thank you for showing us.
You know,
So Joe, what you're explaining to me here, we know we have antique snobs, we have music snobs. You've met a few motorcycle snobs where if one thing's not correct, they're gonna let you know right away, right?
yeah, I was just, I
I
was concerned about the horn. It's on the right way, but
You know what? The screws were in it.
Well, that's what happens when you go 10,000 RPMs on a 1974 motorcycle from here to wherever you live. Those things are apt to happen, but that's a quick fix, no problem. More miscellaneous electrical components, turn signals, taillights. Gotta know what you're looking for, but man, there's some buried treasure in there, that's for sure. Motorcycle, oh, look at this project. Let me know in the comments, yes or no to this one. All right, Smoking Joe. So, in the year 2001 on eBay, I bought a KZ1000 for $1,000 that said it needed a good carb job, but it actually needed a frame off. It was a dog, but I'll tell you this, I know I did well because it wasn't this much of a dog. And look where we're at, guys, $1,000. Boy, you got a lot of work to do here. I mean, you're getting parts. It's effectively buying the parts that you need. First 1,000 takes it. I'd say maybe more like 500 bucks, but
yeah, this is when I'd put a knobby tire on and see how far to throw dirt.
you can do that as well. Honda XL70, she's taking a good look. What do you think, ma'am? You taking it home?
Maybe.
Maybe, I like it. 1750 for this machine. Right next to it, we got the iconic Suzuki DR 200. Yes, I called it an icon. The DR has been out that long. What a great bike by Suzuki. What a great dual sport. This one's $2,600 over here. Who would have thought would see this? Golf, a Golf pump. Wonder what's the asking price for that? Well, there it is, $950, old school gas pump. All right, we are entering my territory once again because I see some KZs, 900 and 1,000. Let's dive in and see what we got. Let me know down below if you think it's a good deal or a bad deal. Opinions always welcome. There's a 1976 KZ 900. Take a look at it, guys. Looks to be, is that original paint? How about it? This was the last year for the first and only year for the KZ 900. This followed the Z1B. This was before they went to the KZ 1000. What's the asking price on this? What do you guys think? $11,000. Not bad. Not great. It's got a Kirker exhaust right next to it. $8,500 Kawasaki KZ1000 customized. Now remember, here's the thing, and this goes along the same lines we were just talking about. It's your bike, make it how you want it, but if you want maximum value, customization is gonna hurt you on resale. Just like what you would see when you go to sell a house. Found another QA over here. I know Smoking Joe will like that. How about a 1975 Kawasaki? Is this one of the KE100s, I believe they called these? 1,800 bucks, clean title. This is a old school Suzuki. What year is this one, Smoking Joe? All these off. Hey, my man, how about that? I love it. Thanks so much for watching. It is cool to see so many people watch the channel. We appreciate it, guys. I'm gonna try to find my dad because I gotta show him that green KZ. That was his very first KZ. There they are. Can't miss those Cycle Drag shirts. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He watches. And guys, if you come here with a group, you better have good cell service because we just split up for a second. I couldn't find these guys, even with those striking Cycle Drag shirts on. But again, I can't wait to show my dad this 76 KZ 900. Joe, we could be in trouble. You live close enough that he might be like, Joe, can we borrow your truck?
Yeah,
can we put
I can hook the trailer out.
Maybe you better not tell him that. Comes our true green KZ 900 expert. We got one down here. Got to get your opinion. Murd might have to back them up. It's right down this way. 100 bucks. Now here's what I want to know. I want to know if this brings back some nostalgia, some memories. You remember a bike that looks like this, Murd?
I remember the day he brought it home.
Wow. What was that day like?
Well, we probably had a few beers and then a few more.
I can tell you what that day was like. It was in May, and I was riding a 350. Rex knew I was riding a 350. Rex was always real nervous sending anybody out on one of these. So he says, bring that thing out in the alley. I want to see you ride it a little bit before you take off. And I'll always remember all the tags were still flopping in the breeze and everything. And then we went on a long trip.
That is so
Me,
cool.
you, Freddie, and
Do you remember what the out the door price was in 1976?
I'm gonna venture to say about $4,200. I have the
$4,200.
Mellon Bank paperwork.
$4,200 brand new. Well, now today you can take this home for $11,000.
No, I financed it a little bit.
Isn't that crazy? $11,000 right now. What do you think? How do you assess this one? Looks like, you know, it's got a Kirker pipe on it, which a lot of people, I think, including you, have said is the best sounding pipe on the KZ,
sure,
right?
Absolutely, right?
I mean, no disrespect to Vance and Hines. They make a good sounding pipe as well, but everybody loved the Kirker. And this being the KZ 900, it looks like a lot of aftermarket parts too. This one far from original. Let's hit it. You gonna fire it up? Does sound good, my friend. What's your name, sir?
Jeff Bartholomew.
Where are you from?
Youngstown, Ohio.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, brother.
How many years have you owned this beast?
10 years.
10 years. Love it. It's my dad's first KZ. He had the
Really?
green one.
Yeah.
It's a drag bike now, but it used to look like
I
this.
used to drag these back in the late 70s.
Sure.
Yeah.
So many of us did.
Oh, yeah. Good. Dad?
Yes, sir.
Now you have a nice one. Nice, another one.
Amazing. Amazing where the value has come.
Good luck. Especially the left one. That's the one that falls off.
Yeah, when you get it, drill holes in all three.
I got a garter pin in the back on both
I
of
use
them.
them little pins, but whatever you use. Cable
I did
comm.
that one. I just restored this bike.
Well, I used to, you know,
It's a good looking KZ.
I did
1000 right there as well.
Run and I'm looking for him. I'm like, where's Jack? Next thing you know, he shows up with my side cover. He's like, Dad, you blew side cover off at about 1,000
I
foot. I had to go
20
get
of
it.
them over the
It
years.
was
Those
all
happen.
ground down.
I found out what the real problem is too. If you put new rubber grommets on it, boy, it helps.
I
Those-
put a garter pin in the back of them.
I cotter pinned it too. Once you get a nice paint
This is
job.
the one you want to
Oh,
hear.
we're gonna hear the KZ
Got all
1000.
cammed up with it. That's 64 miles with 3 times.
Woo, sounds good. Asking what, 8,500 for this one.
What's the deal today?
It sure is.
Vance and I.
Isn't that amazing? The way the market goes, all the modifications and customization you did to this
You
one,
don't get your money back.
you don't get your money back.
No,
That's what I learned because everybody wants them how they looked in 1976.
Yeah.
But I will say,
this is how we did them in the 70s.
That's
though.
how you did 'em.
You know, we did. We put the hot wheel on them and everything, you know?
Resto Rod.
Yes, sir.
I mean, there
Beautiful
weren't a
bike.
lot
Like
of parts.
Frankenstein.
You know, you made stuff as you went. I knew guys that machined the rear posts down, you know, to make them
Exactly,
smaller.
yeah.
10 years later, you could buy
We
them
took
that
the
way.
shocks off with struts on them so it's real low on the ground so you get a better hole shot.
Ah,
My God. My buddy shortened all the turn signals
Oh,
on
yeah.
his, and
Yeah, these are all cut in.
yeah, we just ripped them off.
very clean.
I got arms.
Very, very clean. Now, as you can tell, we liked your motorcycle so much that it's the thumbnail. And sir, how did you describe this event?
This is Mid-Ohio. This is the motorcycle porn fest.
That's one way to describe it, huh?
sir.
Well, you got a nice motorcycle, man. Thanks so much for
Thank
showing
you.
us. Now, I have a question for my father because this may be the bike that started the curse, as in why I have this channel, right? Is it true that you pulled this up when I was born at the hospital?
Right to the front step. I mean, had to be somewhere where I could know it was safe while I was in shut me down.
That's when I was cursed with the motorcycle love. I know Smoking Joe's got a similar story. I think we need one someday.
Matter of fact, the parkway was all backed up. I just ran the berm in the road the whole way down to the hospital. And boomba, boomba.
Gotta love it.
Well, he's 2 years old, loving it.
So he has the same curse. What did you used to do to your son?
I strap him on the front of the bike, do wheelies, ride down the road 100 miles an hour, 2 years old.
Is that where you got the love, or do you have any traumatic flashbacks?
No traumatic. Nope.
There we go. He's here. So it worked, guys. God bless this motorcycle. That is so cool. And you know, that's what it's all about, guys. This love of motorcycles, this channel. It's about how we grew up. It's about passion. It's about more than aluminum, steel, and rubber, and gasoline and oil. It's about the memories. It's about the love. It's about the way you felt the first time you sat on one of these things, the relationships that you forged. Talk about it all the time. Some of the greatest people in my life I have met through motorcycles. That includes many of you watching, and that's what this is all about. If you haven't sold them, you might as well enjoy them, right? And here's one. These are going up. I know you want one of these. 1800. Saw one for about $1,000 a couple years ago. Throwback Husqvarna dirt bike there. What's the asking price there, Joe?
$2,000.
$2,000 for this. What year is this Husqvarna?
Probably 73.
73.
74.
Oh, shout out Doug Dixon. Shout out Hippie. This is the newest trend. So I got to ask my two old school drag bike racers, Dad and Smoking Joe. Guys, I'm going to the Carolinas. They're racing mini bikes. That's the next generation. They love the affordability. What do you think? Fun? Good?
I think you could jump in pretty cheap
Yeah.
there if you pick something up.
Mert, any interest in racing a mini bike?
Those days are gone.
Those days are gone. But you know what? For a lot of people, those days have just arrived. Very cool. A nice selection. Look at the old Honda Laverda. Wow, this a very rare motorcycle. 100%. And look at the old school Yamaha, these small bore bikes, incredibly collectible. What we have here, sold. He's already got this one sold.
Really wild.
The Victoria. Got the Ducati, and then all the way at the end, what is this Suzuki GS 1000? What year is this special edition?
1979.
79. I don't know that I've ever seen this scheme. What's the story on this one?
This was the fastest production bike of that year. So it came off the line with Suzuki with the Dunstall package, the fairing kit. It's even more rare with the bug-eye lights. Normally it's just one.
Wow.
So off the line, the kit hopped up the engine from 75 horsepower to 95 horsepower.
Good Lord, incredibly rare.
Yeah.
Asking $27,000. Very cool. Have you had any interest in
Yeah,
it?
we have. I think we'll probably end up letting it go for about 20.
20.
Yeah. So I'm okay with that,
Very cool.
as long as they appreciate it.
Well, that's why you love coming to these events, because I just told them I've been to Make 'em Auction, I've been to Bike Weeks. I have never seen one of those. Super rare, just like the TZ 750 we saw at Two Stroke Bike Week. You never know what you're going to see at some of these cool events. All right, let's continue walking down this road. GPZ 900R parts bike, only $150. There's a project for you. Old GS. What do we have here? What sport bike? GSXR 1100. Yes, it is. No title. $1,200 or best offer. I know a lot of drag racers that might be interested in the cases and whatnot. That's for sure. Whoa! I think it's safe to say we got a little patina over here.
Yeah, it looks like it was in a fire.
Yeah, it definitely. Well, oh my! Take a look. For sure, this is definitely an as-is bike, guys. Take a look. Foot pegs melted. Amazing. So much of it survived. But
Cover looks okay.
so it's a 75 GT 750. Good motor.
Where's Hutchinson at? He needs this thing.
$900.
Yeah.
Smoking Joe, I know you're a talented guy. Could you bring that one back to life?
The engine looks okay. I mean, possibly.
You soda blast, don't you?
No, I've got a friend in Pennsylvania that does.
He's got a friend who does it. These guys will know the restoration ticks.
That's the question.
Right?
Might
Wow.
have to clean the carbs a little bit.
I'd need something to sit on.
If you buy it, we'll have to call it the Phoenix.
Yeah.
That rose from the ashes. That's very interesting. $900. You know somebody could make this brand new again. Take a look at this. I've never seen gauges crack because of how hot that fire was. But like I said, it's all there. It's the beginnings of what could be a nice bike. Let me know in the comments, what would you do? What would your mode of attack be? You'd have to come all the way down to the frame, every nut and bolt out, and then start inspecting what's good and what you need to replace. And you may be able to find a lot of the parts that you need right here. There's the side covers. There's the tail light. I don't know now what it's going to cost you to find everything you need. could be pretty astronomical, but remember, those bikes are worth a lot when they're put back together correctly. We even have ex-Funny Bike racers here. Nice to see
Well,
you,
not
sir.
racers, worked on them.
Hey, that's all right. That counts. And what do you got here? What year?
Oh, an old 1980 XL 100.
80 XL
Comes out
100.
once a year for this event.
Looks like your son on a more modern bike. What year is this?
I don't know.
I think it's a 2000.
2000. You guys, here's the big thing. You're having a blast.
Oh yeah.
I mean, how could you? It's so much fun, right?
We come here every year, but coming here for 20-some years.
I just don't know how we're going to see it all. We haven't even made it over to racing yet.
You gotta have one of these to get around.
I agree. We're on foot. Brutal. A canned
Canned ham.
Canned ham. What in the world is a canned ham motorcycle? Bombardier side cover. Yeah, you're getting spammed. Oh, you guys saw the Daytona videos? Thank you very much, guys. Where are you from? Canada. Shout out. And you're taking a Nobby back to Canada?
Hell yeah.
There you go. You guys enjoy. Thanks for watching the videos. And still, what a mix. What a mix of motorcycles here at Vintage Days. Shout out, guys. They cleaned me out of stickers, but I will be back. Thank you guys so much for. There we go. There we go. Good to see you guys. Hey, there's a GT over there. Who's GT Water Buffalo? More side covers, suspension parts, frames. Wow. Very old school set of wheelie bars. What's that seat for?
It's a fiberglass seat and tank combination.
Shout out to Orange County Choppers back in the day. Make sure you check out our recent videos from the OCC Roadhouse with Mr. Paul Tuttle. There he is, way back when. Spark plugs, batteries, manuals. We got it all here. I can really see why people camp because we're running out of time already. We have not scratched the surface, guys. We're gonna try to head over to see some racing soon. There's just so much to see here. Go-kart for only $600. That seems like a bargain after looking at all these vintage motorcycles all day. And that's how it begins, guys. Next generation. And yes, you will see it all. 1976 Honda CB 550. What's he asking for this one? $2,800. Good title. Take it home. Looks like my guys over here, some KDX 250 enthusiasts. Super Bowl Steelers hat. How much for the Steelers hat?
Not for sale.
Not for sale. I knew it. That's all right. Here we go. We gotta give a big shout out to the ladies who ride. There's plenty of them here this weekend. Shirts not required. Awesome old school Yamaha.
79, DC 175.
I think Smoking Joe's thinking about doing some polishing.
Oh yeah. You see
buff.
my stuff, I keep it clean.
Yes, you do. And those are always good to have. Cotton buffs, $5 each. Not bad. Not a bad deal at all.
Thank you.
Appreciate the business.
Joe, it's not an H2 750 engine, but it is a good deal on buffing products.
Yeah.
Get what you can. Oh, snap. Hold on a second. I'm getting everybody else nostalgic. Now I'm going to get nostalgic. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Well, guys, it's not the 125, but I had the 125 from this era. It was my first dirt bike. This is the big boy bike. This is the 490, back when Yamahas were yellow. Woo! Love these gold wheels as well. Monocross. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't mind having it, that's for sure. I love it. I love that appearance, and whew, you kick this the wrong way, you'll walk with a limp. I think a gentleman told me a long time ago when I was a kid, he said, if you can start my bike, you can ride it. When I was 10 years old, I could not start his 490, but let me know in the comments, guys, what's your all-time favorite nostalgic bike that you see like this that just brings back such sweet memories? And it may be the dog days of summer, but we're having a doggone good time. Sorry for the dog jokes, even he doesn't approve. Sorry about it, buddy. Look at this selection of parts. Wow. Helmet, I like it. Wear your helmets, kids. One of these days, you'll say thank you, Uncle Jack. Who remembers the Hidaka? My godfather Murd does. This one going for $4,200. Murd, was this one of the ones you wanted when you were a kid?
Oh man, I'd have got straight A's for something like that. But it didn't work.
$4,200 right now. 1974 Super Rat. Another very, very extensive project. What in the world is it, guys? Help us in the comments. This is another one of these bikes. Sometimes you know, you're just buying parts. That it looks like a project, but really what you're buying is a parts bike for maybe an ongoing project that you already have. $300.
I'm guessing.
305. First glance. 305, Honda 305 project.
And what frame? Is that 305 frame?
CL frame with a CB motor.
I figured that was something.
See, sometimes these guys want to sell stuff. They'll just mock up an engine in a different frame and sell it as a roller with an engine, even though it doesn't match. Good day to have a dual sport. That might be the perfect bike for around here, honestly, the DR. And there it is, guys, 1968 BMW R50. This one for $6,500. We'll check in with our resident BMW expert. Good deal, bad deal? What do you think?
It'll take a lot of work to get that.
A lot of work. So he could maybe be dreaming a little bit at that 6,500. We'll find out. We'll find out. We'll be back. Yeah, well before baggers were in vogue, you had ammo cans as side covers.
Right. They're indestructible.
And if your bike falls over, no big deal, right?
Right. Well, we say
forget about frame sliders. Here's what you need to save your bike. Even out here,
that's an RD. Yeah.
Yamaha RD.
Yeah. No reed valves.
How about that? Not for sale though. Somebody's baby.
Yeah.
Unless it comes with the right price. Yeah, here's a unique motorcycle trailer you can ride right onto.
Tires,
Open trailer.
all for quite a ways.
Let's see where this gentleman's from. Oh, he's from right here in Ohio. Bet it helps to have that today, huh?
Gotta have it.
The old XR 200 pit bike. Helping him get around. Well, let's see what else we can find. We got to leave the swap meet area for a little bit, or we're just going to be there all day. That might not be a bad thing, but let's see what else we can find out here on the road. Maybe we can find some racing. I think there's a classic bike show going on as well. Just amazing how many people are here. Yes, that is the KZ. Yes, it is. Welcome to Mid-Ohio Vintage Days. Do you think there's a lot of motorcycles here? Look at this, guys. It's like the running of the bulls. A lot of events. You're not allowed to bring a pit bike here. They encourage you to bring a pit bike because there's so much walking that you need to do. We're still scratching the surface. Take a look at this. There's motocross going on. Sport bike racing going on. It's like the running of the bulls all of a sudden over here. Getting wild. And this might be your next vehicle to take fishing. Amphibious. How about that?
Around the point with it.
Now pushing it, that's rough. But you know, guys, some of these vintage bikes, we are going to be apt to see that. Shout out Tom Cruise. We got the Cool Trickle Days of Thunder scooter. That is cool, man. That is all. He wants me to buy it. $2,000. Very cool. All right, so we have made it down to the road racetrack. I got to tell you, though, it wasn't easy with the running of the bulls up there to get across the roadway. You really got to look 3-4 times. Some of these people flying out here. I like it. Like I said, I just hope everybody's being okay. I hear every drag racing promoter right now in the back of my mind saying 15 miles an hour in the pits, 15 miles an hour in the pits. We are flying. I mean, flying. Say a little prayer for me in the comments. I don't want anybody to go down. That could cause a massive chain reaction. Shout out to these two guys. They love motorcycles and coffee, right? You said it used to be motorcycles and beer, but now coffee, huh? Probably a lot better combination. Well done, fellas. Yeah, my godfather just said with age and wisdom, you know, hey, nothing wrong with a cold one, but as you know, we never recommend a cold one while riding a motorcycle. Ton of merch down here at Vintage Days as well. So I'm not sure how much ground we're actually going to cover, but this is the bridge over the road course that everybody told us to cross. They said there's a lot of cool stuff on the other side, so we'll check that out. And cool stuff to see, go-karts, all kind of stuff. It's a heck of a track down here as well. this road course, so it looks like we will get to see a little bit of racing today. That's pretty cool. For the price of admission, racing included. Man. Never seen so many pit bikes in my life.
Pit bikes, quads, dirt bikes in one place in my life. This is absolutely nuts.
Mid-Ohio, vintage days, Lexington, Ohio. Look at this, guys. Carnival-like atmosphere down here. Pit bikes as far as you can see, racing off into the horizon. E-bikes, there's our first e-bikes we've seen. Three good-looking guys over here enjoying the show. It is like Daytona, where you can just sit here and people watch. We don't even really need to go watch racing. We're just having, thank you very much, we just have a good enough time watching this. What a mix of bikes here, vintage days. And stop traffic for the Boomer Scooter. This man over here told us he can't believe he hasn't seen a wreck yet. It is getting just a touch sketchier this afternoon. Watering truck will keep the dust down, just like at the moto races.
It says, if you can read this, give me a free beer he wants. Keep moving. This is nuts. Check it out. Very cool mini bike here. I like that. That's awesome. Difficult to start on these hot days. There you go. Be careful, it's crazy out there.
It's fun. It's a blast.
It is a blast. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate you.
What's the channel?
Cycle Drag. Cycle Drag.
Oh, I picked you.
There you go. You guys be careful. Oh no, it's stalled out. Oh, it's still running.
Now we're going.
There you go. You got it. Whoa! Oh! Oh my God! Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay?
Yeah.
You guys need help?
Oh my God.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no!
Are you okay?
Oh no!
We're good. We're good.
Are you okay? Oh,
Did you film all that?
yeah.
Can you send it to
Oh
me?
my God.
Make sure they're okay. Do we need to call somebody?
What?
Okay. Good Lord. Are you
God
okay?
damn it.
Make sure you're not hurt.
I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, guys. Sorry about that. It does get
Damn it,
a
I fucking knew it, bro.
little crazy here.
You
Wow.
gotta
give us that.
Yes, that'll be on Cycle Drag.
Oh, really? I gotta go look for it? What is it? Cycle Drag?
Cycle Drag.
Drag.
Just glad you're okay. That was a pretty nasty wipeout.
That's like the 10th time today.
The 10th time? Oh my gosh. You okay?
Can you send it?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm good. Don't look at
Oh,
it.
she's okay. Let's take a look at the mini bike, see if it looks like it made out okay. Good news is there was nobody coming.
Are you
That's
good?
good news. Poor thing isn't it? Good news is there was nobody coming. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm doing well. Tough break.
Can you send that video?
It starts up, yes. Hold on 1 second. That's good. Still runs. She's okay. This is what we said, guys. This is why you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, even on a pit bike. You gotta be careful.
I knew that was bound to happen. I've been warning you guys. Luckily they're okay. But look at this. Look at what we found over the hill. Thank goodness. And here's a closer look at this Sea-Doo jet ski bike. Yours?
No.
Pretty cool though, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely talk about being different, standing out in the crowd. This will do it. So look at this, guys. Tons of pit bikes over here, mini bikes, all that stuff. That's right. That's for sure, guys. Take a look at this. Let's see what we got. Electric start. Very cool. Gotta love that. We're making our way over to the tent because we believe there's a vintage bike show there. 75 S1. 75 S1 two-stroke 250. And what did we say about riding them in the dirt before? You're already saying you wouldn't like that sitting out in the sun, huh?
Oh man, it's all original. Look at the original
It is.
paint. Probably
It's
original
clean.
seat cover.
Nice clean two-stroke for sure. Nice looking GS 550. Is this one yours too, sir?
No, it's his, my buddy.
Excellent. What's your name?
Mine's Cliff.
Cliff, where are you from?
PA, Erie, Pennsylvania.
I got to ask you about something because I've heard a lot of people talking about this. So it's a story we got to cover. I heard there's a team of Japanese men that got in here early.
Yes.
That were really looking to buy multiple bikes.
They always do.
Always do.
And they ship them back home.
And that's their strategy, to get in here early?
And buy them up and ship them back home. And I didn't want mine to go back to Japan. I wanted to stay here.
A lot of people want them to stay in the States. As it looks like we tried to fire up this GS 550. What's going on with this machine? Everything okay?
Well, I sold it to a gentleman, and I started it up, and I had it on Prime to start it, and then we left to go do some paperwork, and it was on Prime for too long.
Wow.
So it's flooding out. We'll get it.
Well, it is pretty. Good luck, guys.
I watch you all the time.
What's your name?
Dan Fager.
Nice to meet you, man. Where are you from?
I'm from just south of Columbus.
Thanks for watching. Be careful. We saw some pit bike accidents around here already. It gets a little wild.
Yeah.
Be careful on this scooter.
Those are the ones that have the eye stamped on their forehead. You have to watch for them.
You just told me the eyes for idiot. Nonetheless, hey, here's somebody who's not an idiot. Is that a Jeremy McGrath replica? The King, MC. Jeremy McGrath is featured on this channel if you look hard enough.
Actually, Jeff Stanton.
Jeff Stanton, I'm sorry. I had to look a little closer. Thank you very much. See what happens? I see a Honda with a number 1. Yeah, this is before McGrath. McGrath was much later. McGrath wasn't Camel Supercross. He was AMA Supercross. But Jeff Stanton, beautiful replica, man.
Right,
or is it an actual Jeff Stanton bike?
It's actually Jeff's bike.
No.
Jeff and I are Jeff Stanton Adventures. Adventure Tours. It's fully sponsored by Triumph in the state of Michigan.
Very
and
cool.
This is a bike that I put together with Jeff, of course, the past, 8 years. And he and I vintage race it.
Beautiful bike. Thanks for showing me. Whoa, here's a Honda CBX. And this thing is clean, guys. 6-cylinder monster. Look, custom swing arms. Got the box swing arm chromed out. These things are awesome. Look at this monstrous engine. I always like giving you this view anywhere we may see these bikes. We saw one at Mecum this past year that was owned by Evel Knievel. This one's really modded out, and I love it. Hear that CBX roar. That's a beast.
Steve Sleepy.
Sleepy
AMA
seminar in progress here. We told you plenty of ladies enjoying this as well. Where are you from, ladies?
Guilford, Indiana.
And
Columbus, Ohio.
And
Guilford, Indiana.
how much fun do you have in here?
A blast. Yeah.
Blast.
Every year.
Just watch out for out of control pit bikes. We saw a couple go down there.
They're on out of control pit bikes.
Amen. Enjoy. Wow, getting under the tent. I see some legendary bikes here that we're gonna have to get the skinny on. Impressive. First off, if you follow this channel, you know this name, Byron Hines, the one and only. Classic bike right here. This is the Roberto Petrie Interceptor, and we've got the Total Race Mode right there. Total Race Mode, Clutch X mode. Quite a collection of Interceptors. This one belongs to Fast Freddie Spencer, who won just about everything at Daytona. This factory Interceptor belongs to Steve Wise, another very accomplished racer. Here's what you have to remember about this groundbreaking motorcycle. Before the Interceptor, sport bike frames were flexi, engines were air-cooled, front wheels were 18 inches in diameter. In other words, they were traditional, and nothing was traditional about the Interceptor. It was forward-looking. It screamed Honda. There's a KZ1000, custom painted. Much more mini bike action. Another H2 750. This one definitely a rider. A little bit of a mix and match. That's okay. Race order over here and the wall of death. Some shiny graphics on this Honda two-stroke. Very cool. What's your name?
John DeFore.
Who do we have here?
Marcella.
Where are you from?
Joliet, Illinois.
All right, and you said you have a KZ?
Oh yeah.
My
Two.
man.
76 and an 80.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thanks.
Experts on the track now. Well, it took us this long, guys, but we promised you we would show you some racing. Pretty nice battle right there. Wow.
Last couple of laps.
We've seen some crazy creations today. We might have just found the craziest. Just an unassuming pit bike, right? Wrong? How in the world do you get, what do we think it is? I mean, it's definitely a triple 250. A 250 two-stroke triple engine in that machine. Are you kidding me? Woo, I'd be a little worried about the chassis with that much horsepower, right? Pretty crazy. We just found out it's a legit 100% Widowmaker because no rear brakes. No rear brakes, just a front brake, because with a 250cc two-stroke triple, you probably don't need a lot of brake, right? Not in this chassis. Oh my goodness, so he's relying on front brake. God bless him.
Drag your feet.
Drag your Fred Flintstone style. Yeah, here's a look at the original brakes right there. For some reason, maybe just not enough clearance, but I don't know. Be careful. And if you bring a Grom, it's probably gonna get a little muddy. It's probably gonna do some off-roading here. And you may even see a pit bike burnout. There you go. I think you won the burnout contest. Let's just hope it didn't go down too low. You still we gotta get you home tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
It'll make it.
It'll make it.
Well, it's got to be ammo.
This one gets the award for most stickers, most stickered up. Check out this very rare BMW. Sounds good. So many Honda Trail 70s. I'm not so sure how many of those Honda Trail 70s they produced, but I feel like I've seen every single one today. So many of them still exist. Pretty cool. Pretty cool that they live on. Gonna try to check out the Wall of Death to see if we actually get in.
Right on the side of that straight up and down. Vertical board wall. Next to go, the maniac on the motorcycle. Entertainment on a straight up and down vertical board wall.
Here we go, the Wall of Death. Are you guys ready for this? The Wall of Death. Oh my, oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh. Smoking Joe's at me, or does it seem like something could go very, very wrong here? What do you guys think? You got confidence in this?
I'll give it a try.
We'll give it a try.
Safety. Set that drink down on the ground. Grab the shelf in front of you. We don't know how it happens, but when it does, it takes us out. The Daredevil's gonna pick up this 1975 Harley Davidson and show you what she's got. When she's ready, watch her fly.
absolutely nuts. Nuts.
Trying to give a bill to Oboe. Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh! Got it! Man, great job, great job. Wow. Very cool, very cool. Mr. Hobo, I gotta ask you, how many years of training to pull that off?
We are 8 years in.
Wow, very cool. I almost hate to ask this, but what happens when something goes wrong?
You're seeing all the scratches in there and the new replaced wood in there, right? All the dings in the gas tanks. None of us walk straight either. So.
Well, you got a lot of talent. You're courageous, man. Thanks for the show. Well, ma'am, I gotta say congratulations. Great job. How many years of training to pull that?
I've been riding for 2 months. Yeah.
What is the key to learning the skill? I mean, how do you practice? How do you train?
So everything that we do in front of a live audience. So all of the stuff we learn is in front of everybody.
Very cool. Very cool. Great job. Hey, where can people follow you at if they want to follow you?
AmericanWallofDeath.com. We also have an Instagram.
Great job, guys. Great job. That was nuts, Wall of Death. We might have outfit of the day too here, right here. Matching outfit of the day. Smoking Joe, I couldn't think of a more appropriate flag for you.
Great colors.
There you go. Very cool. Smoking Joe, another 70. I mean, are they all here?
They must be.
Are all the Honda 70s in the world here? Wow. There were a lot of them. Another BMW on the way out here, 4100 OBO. Not sure what year, R1000 RT. What do you think about 4100 for that bike? Fair deal. It's not perfect, as you can see, but it's priced accordingly. Hit the crossing. My man's got the KX125 over here. Swap meet goes on. Swing arm for a KZ. Don't need one of those. Some side covers, tire. And I promised the Vintage Magazine man I would come back and give him a big shout out. He's got it all. This is where we started today. How'd you do today? How many magazines did you sell, sir?
Hopefully a couple of hundred maybe. We'll see.
Wow, okay. Very good. What's your quota? What makes you happy to walk away from one of these?
I'll try to sell 300 in a weekend.
300 in a weekend. Good luck, man. He's got some awesome collectible cycle magazines from all different years. Different pictures on the way out. Antiques. There's a KZ Project right here, guys. Definitely needs some love. Definitely needs some TLC. I think we saw him earlier today and he was asking 2,600 as this one sits, but you know those prices could be coming down. You never know. I think this is a pretty fair deal here. $5,000 for what he's saying is tuned up, ready to ride, 1979 KZ 1000. I mean, compared to what we've seen today for $5 grand, what do you think?
You know, I think you got some room to negotiate. Is that the first year on the smog head, right?
Looks like we're carburetor's leaking a little bit. That's normal for these bikes. A lot of KZ parts over here too. This guy's a former drag racer. Let's see what he's asking for this one. No motor to say $3,500 for a rolling chassis, really? Wow. How much does he want for this one? With the title, $3,500 rolling chassis. So what's he want for the Pro Street rolling chassis? I don't know. Got some great footage, and I got something for you too. You've earned it. You're the man.
Thank you.
I like it. And you got the right idea staying cold, man. I wish I had the short shorts on today. That is the way to do it.
They call me Daisy Dan.
Yeah, hey, when it's this hot, I'll be right there with you, man. We're not trying to make any fashion statements. Looking good. But you got a lot of good stuff. Did you do okay this weekend?
Oh,
Let me pound over here.
Fantastic.
There you go. What's your quota that you typically like to try to walk away from?
Somewhere between 5 and 10K.
Excellent. Wish you all the best of luck tomorrow.
All right, you guys.
Set of 40 millimeter carburetors for $500. Look at this, they got a notary right on site. That helps for taking care of titles. It just never ends, guys. Never ends, never ends. The thing about these tires is they are CHEEP, cheap. How about it? 35 down to 5. I don't know about buying used tires though. I don't know what you're gonna use them for, but maybe this is a scam. You gotta pay to get tires hauled away, right? This guy, maybe he's smarter than, maybe he's got this one figured out, smarter than we think. Looks like a lot of people starting to load them up for the day. Beautiful though. You guys have a good time? Good deal, good deal. And the pit bike craziness, I would say, is starting to get a little subdued, despite that no Smoking Joe, for you, I gotta get your reaction here. You're getting ready to take off your first vintage days. What are your takeaways?
There's a lot of smoke in here, that's for sure. Dust and more motorcycles, I think, than I've ever seen in my whole life, all put together in one area. It's pretty impressive. I wasn't quite sure what to expect. I don't know what we walked, about 25 miles today.
I think we did. That's what it feels like.
They're hanging out.
Yes. You didn't get hit by a pit bike either, so that's good news. How you doing? How you doing? We got the Honda over here. Yep. Hey, take it easy. Take it easy, Smoking Joe. Woo! We did some walking today. I give you guys credit too. Warriors over there. How you guys feeling? We burned some calories. We did it without pit bikes, guys, without a side-by-side, without golf carts. And Dad, like you said, can you believe it? The discipline we have, we're leaving without it. We didn't buy anything. We had a good time. We had a good show. We don't have a truck. We don't have a trailer here. Probably a good thing that we're leaving without purchasing anything. But that could change. It could change next year. It could change in the next 5 minutes if we're not careful. Very true. What an amazing assembly, though. Like I said, leave in the comments your thoughts, guys. Love taking you everywhere with me. This time to Lexington, Ohio, Mid-Ohio. I know we will 100% be back. Bunch of fun. It's all about a passion for motorcycles. The same thing this channel's about. This could be like a 9-hour video. I better wrap it up at some point though, guys. I hope I showed you enough. Don't worry, we'll come back again next year. We'll come back in the future. We'll show you much, much more. But this was awesome. Thanks for hanging out with me. Very special day to me. I want to give a big shout out to these guys over here. Warriors, my dad, my godfather. They really were responsible for getting me into motorcycles and fostering that love. Great to hang out with our buddy Smoking Joe Molyneux as well. My final takeaways from Mid-Ohio. My first time. Way more motorcycles than I thought. It does remind me of drag racing in that a lot of people just aren't going to travel far. If you live in Ohio, maybe you'll never travel to Daytona. Maybe you'll never travel to Sturgis. You'll wait till the show comes to you. And this is one of those type of events. And we forget the population of Ohio is massive. And that's why we see so many people here. So shout out Ohio. You're awesome. Great to shine the spotlight on this. A lot of very, very cool vintage bikes. Another thing that we're continuing to see this market go up and increase. I do think there's some Fantasia in there. And on the final day with cash in your pocket, I think that's when it'll be decided. A lot of these bikes, I think there may be some of them even 40% too high because of maybe what they saw at Mecum or what their friend got for a cherry bike. But other than that, you can find some great bargains, some great deals. The entertainment, excellent. Wheel of Death, crazy. The thing I'm a little scared of though, pit bikes. It looks like a lot of fun. I did see one crash. I saw about 7 or 8 almost crashes where I didn't even have the camera rolling. Let's just hope everybody keeps it safe there. I would like to see them maybe control the pit bikes a little bit more, maybe control the speed, because if it's like this during the day, what's it gonna be like later on tonight? Nonetheless, I love it. Sorry, that's my dad moment for the day. Just want everybody to stay safe. Like that young lady in this video, she is 100% okay. Other than that, guys, love it. It was awesome. We'll be back. Let me know your thoughts. And you know, we do this all over. We travel far and wide for you. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe in the middle. Be a friend, tell a friend. And if you like that video, here's another one for you. From Vintage Days, you know, if there's anything fast motorcycles or vintage motorcycles, we're in. Cycle Drag rolls on.